Hello my fellow Italians and welcome back to Hetafax. And I did my favorite Neos here before. Now it's time to do my least favorites, I guess. Before I start this video, I just want to say that I love all the Nyotalia characters, I really do. But there are some that do have a few annoying traits. This list was really hard for me to choose because really, I like them all. Even the ones on this list. There are more things I like about most of these characters than things that I dislike. And once again, this is my opinion. Also, I was out of ideas. So here it is, my top 10 least favorite Nyotalia characters. Number 10! Estonia. But Calco, there is no canon Nyotalia Estonia yet. Exactly! That is what frustrates me. Do you know how many Neo-Baltic trio stuff I want to do but can't because there is no Neo Estonia? For a while, I had a theory that since Estonia made up the Neo world, there is no Neo Estonia. He is himself in the Neo world. Maybe I'm right, but we still have Mochi Estonia and Neko Finland, so why can't we have Neo Estonia? Since this isn't a character yet, I'll just keep it at number 10. Number 9! Vietnam. He kind of just looks the same as Taiwan. That's pretty much it. He's kind of plain looking, but then again, there isn't much variety when it comes to drawing boys, I guess. And I guess a plain appearance kind of suits Vietnam. I don't dislike this Neo, but I just don't really love it. Number 8! Egypt. Why is Egypt so important that he gets a design and Estonia doesn't? I am still waiting on the importance of Egypt. He still hasn't done much. And this, I don't think many Egyptians wear this anymore since society is so strict now. But I do appreciate Himaruya for staying true to actual Egyptian culture before Islamization and giving her her actual traditional Egyptian dress. Too bad he didn't do the same to normal Egypt. And too bad he didn't give normal Egypt a Coptic name rather than an Arabic name. And I'm still waiting to see the importance of Egypt, though. Seriously, when is he going to become important? Number 7! France. I know I am going to get some hate for this one, but I don't care. This character so far is bland and uninteresting. That, and I'm really tired of how the fandom portrays her. She's actually kind of cool, but the fandom has made me dislike her for some reason. I really don't know why. Something about this character just makes me say, eh. Also, her fandom name just... I am going to go on a little rant about Neo names here. I don't care if you use the Himaruya suggested names for everyone, as long as you use real names that make sense and are creative. But let me tell you, I have seen some pretty uncreative stuff. Take a look at these canon Neo names versus the normal characters' names. Notice anything? They're all creative! They aren't related to the original characters' names, and they're not just the characters' names with an A stapled onto the end. Seriously, be creative! Adding an A doesn't make it a good female name or even a name at all in some cases. Please be creative. Number 6! Why? I don't know, this is just my least favorite male Neo design. It's kind of blah and it looks like just sealant with a crown and a paintbrush. You didn't even change the clothes. It's like you just put sealant in Y's clothes and that's it. Number 5! Iceland. Iceland kind of looks too much like Finland. Seriously, if she had medium-length hair or a puffin with a bow or something that made her interesting, that would have done it for me. I would have been, oh my gosh, she's so pretty! But she's just kind of plain. But not as plain as these next two. Number 4! Denmark. I don't know. This design is just rather meh. I really don't know what to say about it. It's just eh. I would expect Denmark to be more flashy and bold, and maybe a bit more kawaii, but I guess I can see why Neo Denmark would be more masculine. but I guess no one cosplays this design anyways, and everyone completely forgets that this design exists, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Number 3! Finland. I don't know, it's just too plain and it doesn't really speak to me. Again, Finland and Iceland look too much like each other. Even in this universe. Don't get me started on how many of the characters look similar to each other in the series. Also, I see Neo Finland used so much and I'm kind of bored of her. Again, when you see a character over and over again, it just gets kind of boring. Also, the fandom constantly calls her Tina. Seriously, you couldn't come up with a better name than that fandom? Really? Number 2! China. The reason that China is number 2 is because I constantly see China gender bent all the time and I'm honestly just tired of seeing it. Normal China already looks like a girl, so China is constantly gender bent over and over and I'm just jaded when it comes to a female China. I mean, yeah, she's cute, but I honestly wouldn't want to write her anymore. Her personality so far is just I just don't really care for her. Number 1! England. Oh boy, a lot of people complain about this, and I shall too. Mostly, it's the Twintails. No one wears Twintails in real life. I am sorry, boyfriend, but it is the truth. And Twintails just does not fit such a serious woman like Igiko. It is very uncharacteristic. I get the whole tsundere girls with Twintails thing, but this is England. Not even 10-year-olds, much less grown adults, wear Twintails. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in Twintails in my life, unless they were in cosplay. If you put this on Japan, then I wouldn't be complaining. And Hima said that he is thinking about making her kudere rather than tsundere, which brings us back to making no sense. It just doesn't fit the serious, sophisticated personality of Igiko. I mean, I get that Igiko is also punk, but this isn't punk at all. It just isn't. And though many people complain about the dress, I actually like the British nurse uniform. At least it's realistic clothes and it's something that's different. It's nice and creative. New Zealand has a band uniform and that's pretty cool. A nurse uniform is actually really creative. Not for modern day, but at least for World War II. I'm not going to complain to Hima about this. Instead, I'm going to complain to Estonia for being a giant weeb! And that was 1 mark higher on your history test. Thank you for watching Hetafacts.